I'm alive.
Alright, welcome all to this week of Overwatch Oasis Tier 3 action. Today we got quite the match actually coming up here. We have W15 versus Valhalla, two teams that actually came off a positive win record last week. Both teams took their W's last week and are here to potentially take another one. I should first introduce ourselves. I almost forgot about. I always almost forget to do that. You know, it's a classic Tempo thing to always forget introduce us casters. I'll be a play-by-play commentator, Tempo Reiki.
And I'm your caster today, Lee Adams. I mean Lee Ratty. I don't know why I said my last name.
It's Steve Formal, you know.
My excuse is 1 AM in the morning, Tempo.
Oh, that's a fair excuse, honestly. Like, I mean, you're a saint, honestly, for just staying up that late doing these casts for us over here at Oasis. That's, you know, absolutely like a salute towards you, Lee. You know, you can't see it, but I'm saluting you. All right. So yeah, like I said, both these teams actually for a quick rundown here. Both these teams winning their matches last week. DP actually upsetting Helium, catching a lot of people off guard in a 3-1 victory. Picking mostly with the new pieces they brought back from the last iteration of DP, but with Bambi Oof and Honey Biscuit. They've also picked up Pop Tart from Spellbound Tengus, a very solid DPS player. That's how it's like limited hero pool, but those heroes that they specialize in, they're very good at. On the side of Valhalla, They've actually got some new pieces of their own. In fact, both are in right now. NYC Takeover and Duck Kipper. Duck Kipper, you know, mainly playing the Lucille with NYC. We're gonna be playing more of the flights DPS here on Legion Tower. All right. First person to get the point here is going to be Valhalla. It seems like Valhalla having that Lucio is going to give a lot of advantage towards them. BX Hunter charging into Bambi, going to take down the enemy Reinhardt. He is down. And that's going to be an early pick for Valhalla. They're going to take full advantage of that. Valhalla just starving into the front line of DP, taking out another 3 while they're at it. And
I don't know if you've seen that Tempo, but jokingly fell out the window here onto the outside, so he couldn't heal Bambi up. That's
unfortunate. That's always like the risk of those, like, you know, teleporter strats, stuff like that. You gotta, if you're slightly back, you will fall like that. Walls up. It's gonna actually separate BX Hunter from BX, but that won't be enough. BX Hunter is gonna go in. However, it's an equal fight right now. Rich with the Mercy Pocket gonna fight 3. Supports down. NYC Hunter maybe got to find a miracle here. He does just that, however. Honey Biscuit getting taken out one after the other. That's going to turn this fight instantly, actually. Bambi's still going to go in, it seems like, however. But this one might be quick, potentially. Jokingly does get back at times. He's able to keep Bambi up from the barrage, the rampage of BX. And just like that, DP might be able to turn this here. There's only a D.Va and McCree on the point with a Moira. Ravioli trying to stay alive. She almost has high noon, but Ridge with the 4K gonna shut that down instantly. And DP gonna recap here at 58%.
Yeah, the game's just started, Nation.
Ridge here, so he's spamming down left side here, trying to get some ult charge. He does have the barrage ready to go. He just wants to get an early pick, specifically on NYC or Ravioli. They have their both CP ults are both ready. Barrage being popped here, but it's eaten completely by Brown Daddy. Not finding much value there. He's got Ridge going to take it down. Wall up, Phoenix Hunter gonna be blocked. Brown Daddy shoot the bomb in, but he's gonna fall off the edge. That was definitely not intentional at all for the off-take on the side of Valhalla. BX Hunter gonna get a nasty pin on Honey Biscuit. That's gonna leave him in the open. And even if the recap was Valhalla, they're down to main take now. Honey Biscuit back up also. That's gonna change a lot. High noon blocked by the wall, and just like that, risky pin for BX Hunter. Yes, gets the kill, but it doesn't get the value needed for Valhalla. They're gonna lose point instantly because of that. BX coming back the stall for a bit longer, but they're gonna die in vain, it seems like. And DP cap point right back in their favor. The reset coming on here on the side of Valhalla. They have almost have just Shatter ready, but however, this is gonna be quite fearsome for the side of Valhalla because of the order advantage is not in their favor right now. Ridge almost has Barrage, Bambi almost has Shatter, Blizzard and Bomb, and basically every ult but the Valk are ready on the side of DP. Ridge, you're actually looking for Ravioli Stain. Bomb comes up, it's gonna find the Kipper. However, Bambi is so deep in, he might get picked here. OS is gonna have to pop to keep him up, and it's gonna do just that. Bambi gonna find his counterpart of the Rhine, and now DP's in the lead, taking that percentage of 81 now. Ravioli's gonna be taken out a bit late here alongside B-Ants. And just like that, we're at almost at 90%. BX Hunter has the Shatter ready, he's gonna have to touch, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. He's gonna be taken out by the massive damage from Ridge Hunter's Barrage. I don't think anybody else can touch here. NYC tries to get the wall over, but he gets booped off. And DP, they're going to take the first point.
There were some massive plays by Ridge in that round.
He was taking so much space there on the far lead. I have to agree with you on that one. Even though there was a D.Va and a D.Va McCree, Ridge was playing so smart. He was playing out of the sight lines of the McCree and the D.Va. And he was just pounding that damage in from those angles, and because of that, he was able to get fast barrages and all that burst damage, allowing Bambi to get the finishing blows on the Reinhardt. Ridge was just absolutely uncontested there because of the angles he was playing on that Pharah. However, now we're on Control Center. We're probably not going to be seeing that Pharah. We're not. We're going to be seeing him on the Junkrat, the more traditional rush cop in general, coming from both sides. The NYC could be on the Sombra here, trying to find a hack onto Bambi, but he can't find it, and he's been too late. Ridge Hunter's gonna find first blood. Ravioli is down for the count. Honey Biscuit, the perfect wall, gonna walk off BX from the supports, and BX gonna be taken down just like that. Valhalla just gonna go to point, it seems like, to stall off for some percentage. But that's all they can do right now. They're gonna have to back up, and they do just that. Valhalla now regrouping. Ravioli stayed on their signature May act. One of their best heroes in my personal opinion. Their May absolutely fantastic. NYC also on their Junkrat, gonna find Kenny, who was a bit far forward. And with a massive shot from BX Hunter, that's gonna look like a cleanup for the side of Valhalla. Ridge Hunter passive will find the Kipper, but it won't matter much. The Kipper will be back in time without Lucio. Yeah, just the topical was here to finish the job, and that'll do just that. DP here, giving regrouping now. They have some fat ults on the board. In fact, all 6 on the side of DP are ready. However, look at Ravioli Stain. She's already built up a Blizzard. If this Shatter doesn't catch anybody just like that, that is one ult down on the bank. Blizzard grab combo used, and it's moving back to be a massive one just right there. Ridge Hunter comboing that tire, gonna make that 6. However, 5 ults have been popped there for DP to recap that. A bit much to recap 1 point there for DP. And now we look at the side of Valhalla. They have the advantage. They have the Blizzard still. They have the tires still. Yes, they did pop the beats from Unfortunate, which are canceled if I'm correct by the Kipper. But they still also have both tank ults also ready. So DP, they're gonna have to be careful with, because especially if they be pointed this close.
Ridge is already 50% to a next tire as well.
That's quite impressive, actually, for Ridge Hunter. In fact, NYC gonna pop the tire, gonna be destroyed with a custom mine. However, massive shot from BX Hunter, that might make that cleanup doable for the side of Valhalla, and indeed it does. But BX Hunter finding 2 there. John Hawk, the main source of damage right now with that fully charged Zarya, is now down. And DP, they're just gonna back up here. Honey try to touch the point, but gets shot in the open by Ravioli Stain.
If you're DP now, you're thinking one more fight and the round's yours. Am I right?
Oh, I mean, potentially, Lee, you have the Shatter, you have the Blizzard, my bad, the Tire, right? The only problem is Bambi needs to land that Shatter to get that combo going, right? Because, and so far, most of Bambi's Shatters have been blocked. He's landed one so far, but most of them have been blocked by BX so far. Blizzard will be initiated from Ravioli. It's going to split the main tank away from DP. And Tire from Bridge won't find anything. Shatter from Bambi blocked, and both of those just like that are gone for the count. John, though, is quite charged right now. He's going to find a Ravioli stand, make it two, punches BX in the throat. And now DP with those two down, thanks to John Hawk, they're going to push in right on that. Brown Daddy get a touch point just in time to get a stall. Maybe get a pick on a Honey if he can, but he can't. He's down. And now we're on critical point for Valhalla. They have to touch here. They want Bambi. That might be a good start from Kenny. Is there to speed the ride back? Tire does fight two out of him. NYC might be able to turn this back around. Whoa, is Honey Biscuit? I don't think he can make a touch there.
That was a great May ult, that was.
It blocked off. It blocked not only that the wall, both the wall and Blizzard from Honey were blocked off Valhalla, and that allows DP to take first map, making this series so far a 1-0. That combo is absolutely nasty from side DP there.
Thank you, Mr. Game and Kirby, for updating the score for us.
Absolutely. Oh, Mr. Game and Kirby's doing that. Oh, what a hero. Hero. See, every time someone in the street team is there to like update the score for us, I'm like, thank you, because I don't know how to do that. So, thank you for that.
Exclamation mark. It's exclamation mark edit.com score question mark, and then you do what you need to do.
Ah, okay. I'll write that down for future reference in my notes on my phone, actually. Do that right now.
Would you like a recap?
Alright. No, I got it. Okay. Alright. So now, DP winning Legion there. They're so far. That's... And no, I obviously know I'm so far in the lead, but that if you're a DP fan, that's gonna be a good sign for you. If you know anything about DP this season, they highly struggle on control. It's one of the worst map types for DP this season, without a doubt. Both in game and scrim, just one of the weakest map types. And DP winning that first map, if you're a DP fan, like I said, it's a good sign. However, Valhalla. This is one of the most consistent and better teams in the tier 3 seed. Valhalla is absolutely fantastic. So if there's anybody that could potentially bring this back around, it's always potential might be them.
Yeah, it's getting to a point where it's an exciting game to watch. Like the fights can go either way. Like even a couple of people down, and the fight could still go the other way.
It's honestly, Lee. It's because of like this is the ult usage from both sides are how effective they are, right? Because they're not popping blizzards and they're not popping like ults randomly. They're synergizing these ults perfectly. Both sides are. Like Ravioli's Blizzard or the Shadow from BX Hunter. The Blizzard grab combo with the Tire we saw earlier. Those combos can make these fights so turnable for either side, and we're seeing that here tonight.
So we've got a couple of changes here for Valhalla. We've had not PowerPoints and Antipo coming for takeover and Ravioli Stain.
PowerPoint. That's a name I have heard for quite some time now. Absolutely a legendary presence in the Oasis scene.
Yeah, like I've faced PowerPoint and they are a really good hit scan player. Really good.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, like they're both not only like their hit scan though, but their Pharah, like for the small times they've played that Pharah, were absolutely a menace in games. PowerPoint, like he's one of those players that like it's kind of like Rusha, you know. He could pop out on the hit scan or projectile, and he is still this effective menace on either of those roles.
Yeah, very much so. So I'm thinking Valhalla here. If they win tonight, I think they secure their playoff place, and I think W15 will be very close. I think they might just need the next game just to confirm it if they win the next game as well. But I'm pretty sure Valhalla will secure a playoff place tonight if they win this game.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping track of it, so the how many map wins they need for like a playoff place so far. I will be completely honest. But I believe you're correct. You know, Valhalla, they've had a pretty positive season so far.
Yeah, they're 5-2. They're 5-2 this season,
which is absolutely if you're Valhalla, that's a perfect place you want to be. I think even if they lose this game, they're still pretty secure for a playoff spot. Sure, maybe not higher up, but if they potentially lose it, they still got that spot potentially.
Yeah, I mean they're third at the minute in the league, so it's just a case of if they do not win tonight, it's not bad because they've got the opportunity to go again next time and come through.
Without a doubt. No, one swap I want to say that. Never mind. I thought we had a DP swap, so never mind. I don't know what I'm thinking. But one swap that I'm also quite interested in here is also OwO coming in. Now, I'm very curious about the strategies that they have here with OwO. Gonna be here on the DPS. We might see a Tracer from them, maybe a Reaper come out with OwO here on the DPS role. I'm not entirely sure because you would expect someone like Ravioli maybe to pop out like the Reaper or like someone or PowerPoint pop up the Tracer, but like OwO's in right now on the DPS role. So very curious what Valhalla has planned or one may say and stored here on Hollywood. Right, 2-minute warning. Ooh. Right, DP right now have not posted their swaps yet. They probably should hurry that one up if they don't want to get like that penalty in. Oh, there we go. We got one. We got it ready from their side. So it seems like the tank line on the side of DP will stay. However, Honey Biscuit and Siren coming, or Honey Biscuit staying in, I should say, and Siren coming in for Ridge Hunter, and OwO What's That coming in for Jokingly. Probably some Batiste skinny plan here on the side of DP if they're putting in Nat, I would assume.
So it's just Nat and Siren coming in. Oh, and Honey. Sorry,
Honey
my
was.
bad. Yeah, I swapped the wrong one. And sticking.
It's not good. What's up?
I was just checking, just making sure we've got it ready from DP.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Okay, we're both ready. So I have no start button.
Wait, really?
I have no start button at the bottom. That's why I've got to do that. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
That is quite bizarre. Overwatch has been breaking for this past couple of days.
Oh no, yeah.
Season 26, restarting basically. So, All right, here we go. Map 2, gonna be Hollywood here tonight, and Man, honestly, a very odd map for some teams. A lot of teams like to run here in the tier 3 scene. Like to run a lot of cheese actually on the defense side. Yeah, it's actually one of the at least what I've observed, one of the most played maps for double barrier when it comes to tier 3.
That's just boomer error, that is, boss.
Alright, looking on the side of Valhalla, we're gonna be having a dive comp. Not a bad choice actually. Dive comp is very viable here, especially with the Winston on this first point. Especially to gain control of that high ground. DP gonna be running the Riding Diva, the classic John Hawk Bambi tank line that we all know the love from last season. PowerPoint also actually a bit interesting is PowerPoint not gonna be on Ash, she's gonna be on the Widowmaker here. Pretty excited, so I'm pretty excited to see what PowerPoint can do on the Widowmaker. We don't really see Widow that often recently, so.
No, you don't see a lot of Widow lately.
I'm pretty excited to see what they do here. And Poe gonna be on the Pharah, gonna be on that pharmacy, you know. Trey, basically kind of a bread and butter for the side of Valhalla. BX are going for the dive here, but not gonna make it to the high ground. He's gonna be actually putting the bottom right corner to get that clean damage onto Bambi. BX going in aggressive. That's maybe a bit too aggressive. He gets taken out by Honey. PowerPoint, however, gonna be taking advantage of that space made by BX. They're gonna find that. PowerPoint fighting a second onto Kenny, and just like that, with the res up to BX, Valhalla have her opening they can take full advantage of. DP back into the small cubby, the cafe here right now. But it's looking like a tick's gonna be gained for the side of Valhalla. PowerPoint is so low, but he almost has that recon ready. DP will be pushing out here, but just like that, they're gonna be melted instantly by Ampo and the Discord open to Kipper. And Valhalla swiftly take first point.
PowerPoint on the Widow is a scary thought to face.
True that. He's at PowerPoint, you know, he hits those headshots, right? He takes full range in that space, hits those headshots, just like that on Honey Biscuit. Now, down PowerPoint. It's absolutely a force to be reckoned with on the Widow. John Hawk actually getting a bit over-aggressive here. John Hawk is pushing fully up on that high ground. He would take him down. Lydia Siren, however, would take out Ampo, but there's a res on the field, and Mo's just gonna burn that res to bring out Ampo. And Valhalla just.
Should we just watch a bit? Can watch a bit of Day just pushing the payload for free?
Oh, you could. I mean, the Kipper, hey, it's free. You already have the trans ready. You might as well just sit there on point, push that payload. And DP, they just have not won a team fight just yet at all. They get the Shatter down on point, but there was no one there to throw advantage of that Shatter for Bambi. Honey Biscuit gonna be on the high ground here, on the Raptors, gonna get a high noon. Flying 2, the pharmacy is down. PowerPoint and Honey going for a duel here, and Honey's actually gonna win that. Shockingly enough. Siren gonna get the touch, and Bambi on the Winston gets right back in time. Trans gonna be burned from the Kipper, and I don't really get that Trans personally. Not gonna be getting much value there from the Kipper. In fact, you might want to save that because there's a bomb coming in. The Kipper melted instantly. Brown Daddy almost taken down by the self-destruct, but he's able to get out of sightline just in time. Despite going very back and forth, bomb comes in, but not gonna get much. He goes right into the bubble, unfortunately, and Honey Biscuit is on fire right now. They're gonna fight 2. Brown Daddy melted into ashes. Primal Rage and BX having to potentially get some people off the point to get the point cap. Won't get it done, however, he gets it back up instantly.
If you can't beat Dive, join him.
That's how it be. That's how it be sometimes. I mean, that dive running dive into dive is never a bad idea, you know. Because if they dive your backline, you just dive their backline. Especially if they don't have a brig, you know. Hey, might as well.
And they have a brig.
Oh well, they do. That's true. But I will say one thing that they only do have the brig. They have the Mercy, and so there's still a rifle target there for side DP. However, with PowerPoint finding the pick of Honey Biscuit there, that's gonna open so much, make so much room for the tank line of Valhalla to go in here, get some cleave. Windows be popped from Nap, but it's a bit too far forward actually. Not gonna be able to get the full value from her team. Powerful can find the headshot, cancel the high noon from Honey Biscuit. And that's looking like it's gonna be it. Primal Rage from Bambi. Oop! They're still, however, DP still committing, but nobody is contesting PowerPoint. They're just pumping at the damage. And now on the Reaper gonna find John. And just like that, Valhalla will fight second.
I mean, the EMP is a bit questionable when you've got bomb coming straight up.
Yeah, I feel like that was something that may have been popped about a lot of coordination or talk there. I didn't realize my DP was ready for that EMP.
Oh, I see. Siren switch. That's probably why it was. She was going to switch.
Oh, yeah, you're right. The Reaper. No. So one thing I will say, I do get the Reaper pick. But I'm surprised Honey Biscuit has not gone the Widowmaker themselves to contest PowerPoint a duel. Alright, John Hawks gets the bomb tossed in there. It's gonna find one. Bomb coming in from Brown Daddy, but it's just blocked by Baby Oops' deployable barrier. DP now with the pole from Bambi Oop. We're gonna push it on that Siren, finding two. The value on that pole being granted. And DP will gain control again, but Valhalla, they had 2 minutes of the board. They built up some ults, and they're going to take full advantage of that. Double barrier with a Genji, interesting enough, coming out here. Ampo ult's going to be on the junkyard, I should add. Basically a full reset of ults to set the support ults. Falc going to be popped on the side of Valhalla. Gonna be keeping up these the tank line actually on the side of Valhalla. And it's moving like it's just the job done. Honey Biscuit and Ampo gonna find their DPS counterparts. PowerPoint just on fire right now. 5-3. Bambi Oop gonna do push it to a corner. He's even taken down.
I think that might be it.
And looking like it is. I don't think anybody gets touched there on the side of DP. Honey tries to touch, but they get pulled into a corner and stunned. And Valhalla, with a minute 53, will take the first 3 points.
0 to 3, switching sides. Initiating match.
DP on the attack now. Gonna have to pop out a strategy to potentially shut down PowerPoint here. He's largely been uncontested this entire game so far, and it's been doing, and honestly, he's been doing a lot of work right now for the Valhalla right now. The picks on the Widow, the plays on the Genji, the always really all the fragging he's been doing so much for Valhalla right now. DP could be popping out here a Diva Rush comp. Something I've been interested though, Siren could be on the Soldier 76. Something you don't really see that often nowadays. Side of Valhalla, they're going to be sticking to the tried and true double shield with PowerPoint. Going to be on the Widow once again. Understandably, their Widow just was controlling the stage last round. Ampo going to be on the Torbjorn here. A lot of people, it's a fan favorite pick, actually, I should say, on here on Hollywood at first, that Torbjorn is.
Defend objective A.
Alright, PowerPoint. Looking for a pick. But not going to find much. He's actually have to drop down. John Hawk going to contest there. Probably going to get the contestation on him on that high ground. PowerPoint going to be backing up here top right with the Mercy Pocket. But there we go, John Hawk. Finally, they're there. The Diva testing the Widow. It's DP looking like they have learned from their mistakes there. Valhalla, however, are not budging. They are playing a still barrier cop. They're standing still and standing strong. They're going to be holding strong on that immortality field. And PowerPoint finds first blood on the Nat. However, it looks like the side of Valhalla were able to rebound fast enough. And they're gonna find two. Turret is still up and kicking out, it's gonna find some blood. But DP alongside Honey Biscuit, they're gonna be able to pull this one through. It seems like in cap first. Yes, almost just as fast as Valhalla did. It looks like. All right, Valhalla getting off the double barrier, gonna be mirroring. Something a bit different. PowerPoint and Hop will be going back to the Junkrat Genji. It did work significantly well for them, so I understand why they would be going back to these two picks here on second point defense. And goes on to Bambi. It's successful. Bambi is down. He has the Shadow ready to go. But that Shadow will be waiting for next time. DP is going to be backing up here. They don't want anybody to get picked out too late. Kipper has the window ready. We're outside this support counterpart Boosh with the Falcon. They're gonna potentially pop this if a Shatter from Bambi Oof lands. Shatter comes through and it does! Bomb combo alongside that. It's looking quite massive with the immortality from Kipper. It does wonders. The damage might be done, however. Honey Biscuit be following up quite massively. Fighting two there. Bambi Oof walking in alongside Honey Biscuit. That Tengu Shinichi doing wonders. And DP with the bomb Shatter combo will be able to push through. PowerPoint has a blade ready, however. And that's, if you know PowerPoint, that's quite scary. This man, most of the time you need a nano blade, especially in the higher tiers to go. But here in tier 3, if you're mechanically good on the Genji, you do not need that nano. And PowerPoint is one of those Genjis that does not need the nano. Lady Siren popping the attack place on the higher ground, but just like that is negated by the enemy Team Diva. Brown Daddy on point with that eat. However, BX Hunter, who's now on the Winston, will be melted instantly. The bomb is on the field, but not for long. And bomb shot it also, but it won't be blocked. No damage there. And these DPS on both sides just finding pick after pick, but it's looking like Valhalla will be able, with the bodies coming back to point, they'll be able to push through and avail here. Bit of a Honey Biscuit will go down, but D-Mecking Brown Daddy there is actually quite massive for DP.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Siren shooting in down this choke now on the Widowmaker. What doesn't look like Valhalla is gonna play into Siren's line of sight here. They know that the Siren is deadly on the pick, so they did not want to play on a sight line at all. John Hawk though will, however, go right up their face. I mean, bit of a risky play from John. Could have got D-Mac. Bomb Shatter comes through once again, but the nano boost onto the Ryan. I'm not sure the bomb was needed there at all. But it's looking like that nano onto the Rhino was just enough for DP.
I would leave the Baby Diva. I would leave it.
Oh yeah, Brown Dad is in the background there. I would too. They're doing just that actually.
No, I think Honey is trying to hit. I think Honey is trying to get them.
Oh, yeah, they might. Well, yeah. I mean, I do agree it would have been smart to leave the Baby Diva, but I guess Honey wanted him to skin a bit, just decided to stagger him a bit still. Window is popped alongside the blade, but Kenny has a perfect beat planned in store. That beat's going to negate PowerPoint's ult instantly. PowerPoint not you're gonna do the smart thing actually, and it's not gonna dash in. It's gonna wait till the blade is done. Wait till the beat's gone also to go back in. But he is melted by the sim pick. I don't think he was expecting that. Siren now on the symmetrical center of the Widowmaker here. Melting away the opposition. Big Shatter coming in onto the front line. And just like that, DP is gonna continue a smooth cruising. Right through, potentially a third. PowerPoint is on the McCree now, doesn't find the pick on Honey Biscuit, he shuts down the problem. And that's gonna be massive actually, I should say. The side of DP, John Hall doesn't initiate onto PowerPoint, attaches him and takes him down. We're in a 4-4 fight now, but this might be critical inside DP with the bomb, and indeed, it looks like it is. Kipper did not have the field ready. He's taking down alongside Ampo. Bomb comes down main, and it's gonna be melting mooch. Brown Daddy shoots the bomb in the air. Bambi, however, just gonna block that, but Simon gets caught by that bizarre way enough. I don't know what she was to get caught by that. The cleanup might be here for Valhalla. They have the bodies coming to the point right now. Kenny on the trying to get a boot, but he misses it. And he's gonna be taken out by PowerPoint. And DP gonna have to give up the better time bag and just back up here.
I think the problem with Valhalla, they've kept switching their comp so much, like they haven't really had any ults to go at DP with.
I mean, most definitely, like, they keep going from the dive, they keep going from, you know, the hill barrier, or the brawl comp. They can't decide it, but he said it, like, most definitely can. Kipper, 60% to a beat, but he's gonna be taken down by his counterpart. Kenny bring those headshots onto him. Being a Hunter, however, is gonna incinerate Kenny Cormick, I should say. Nano boost onto the Reinhardt, that's trying to true formula of DP. Gonna find a massive shatter of those built up. Gonna find two there. Kipper, so low. Bomb on the point, but I might be swapping the bubble. Bubble's perfect, just a tiny bit, trying to kick it away. Ampo almost has the barrage. He has to build it up just in time, but he similarly he will. There's a fat nade coming in. Ooh, what's that? It gets moosh. And just like that, DP is pushing in finally, confidently. And might be able to hold Cat here. However, the stall is coming in, and Kipper, like I said, almost has that beat. He can't get it next time. The bomb is there, the melt. And DP with 33 seconds will cap.
Score.
That was an amazing stall by Valhalla.
They were able to stall so much of the clock that, like you said, you know, stalling so much of the clock, and
Match.
I honestly, a lot of credit goes to Kipper there. I think goes to that stall, the newest pick of the side of Valhalla. He was able to get on that Lucio pick and get the speed boost, able to stall for quite some time. Not only that though, but speed boost his tanks alongside him to get his tanks back to point, alongside him to get that long stall going.
Ready for battle.
And because of that, Valhalla now have over 2 minutes on the timing.
I think going forward into the rest of this series, like Valhalla really need to like not keep switching their comp so much, so they've actually got some ults to throw at DP to try and win a fight. It's like they're always dry pushing into a fight because they've got no ults.
I mean, and that's most definitely like it has bit Valhalla so far a lot of team fights that they probably should have won, but they didn't have the ults.
5, 4.
PowerPoint gonna be on the PowerPoint on the Widow here, you know. I gotta say, that's PowerPoint on the Widow is basically your ult, a walking ultimate. PowerPoint looking for the initial shot with the grapple, won't find it, however. And now DP, they're gonna have to push in here with a minute of the clock. A teleport strat, not gonna be successful at all. Valhalla were ready for that. Teleport placement actually in general was not the best outside DP. They probably should have put it a bit higher on Cafe. And just like that, DP is now in scramble mode. They're gonna have to find something out of this. But John Hawk being staggered, that's bad. That's really bad for the side DP. I'm surprised BX actually didn't keep that stall going longer. He probably could have.
10 seconds.
Picks. Maybe coming in here, and there we go. First pick coming in, but he's on the side of DP. Honey Biscuit gonna find the Kipper. PowerPoint gonna find Blood, however, they haven't found so far. Ground Daddy though will fight two, and just like that, DP, their attack's gonna be shut down completely here on Hollywood. Ampo's tired, just good pop, just for good luck. And DP won't be able to push there, and Valhalla will get a successful goal hole.
Score 3-3. Switching sides.
Now Valhalla, though, they have 2 minutes now. That's a perfect amount of time to build up ults. They just gotta stick to one comp.
Yeah. I'm expecting the dive here from Valhalla. I think.
I mean, it is what they ran initially, and it was just, successfully worked for them on their last attack. So I would have to agree with you, Lee, that.
Ready for battle.
I mean, I think we could do a little rate the skin. So with chat, like we can pick one of the defensive characters, and we can rate the skin on that defensive characters.
What's getting you thinking then, Lee?
We could do maybe one of the supports.
Alright.
Let's check Kenny out.
Oh,
There you go,
look at
Kenny.
he has that Mad Max skin on, you know, the Wasteland.
2, 1. Attackers.
Well, something of an interesting, actually. I do want to point out. Speaking of the devil, you want supports. We got an on the back coming out here inside DP with a Roadhog and Arisa. That's pretty intriguing. What's more intriguing is they're gonna be putting the high ground. You don't ever see that often from the Roadhog actually. Damage Loop giving melted quite instantly. That Discord Ore does wonders for, and just like that, it's looking like it'll be a cleanup for the side of Valhalla. Siren does fight too, but I don't think it'll be enough here. Valhalla gonna be able to cap second, and they're gonna take map 2, making this series so far a 1-1.
Victory.
They didn't need the ults there.
No, they just, I mean, like I said, they had their walking ult, you know. PowerPoint is a force to be reckoned with on the hit scan and projectile bow. Oh. We're gonna play the game from Baby Oop, a well-known, respected main tank in both Tier 2 and Tier 3. Look at those limbs of Brow Daddy. 49 there. Why a massive amount?
Thank you again, Mr. Gaming Kirby.
Indeed, thank you very much, Kirby, for updating the rankings and the. Oh, I'm blanking on the name. The scoreboard. I don't know why I blanked on the name of that. I don't know why I forgot the word score there for a second. For updating the score for us. Alright, swapping sides now for both of them. Both of these sides going into map 3 are 2CP, you know, everybody's most beloved map type.
I quite like 2CP. I don't know about you, Tempo.
I don't mind it, honestly. I know it's just, you know, it's like what's the word? A notoriously disliked map type. I mean, for good reason, because admittedly, 2CP did spawn two of the most, I wouldn't say worst maps, but most flawed maps in the game.
Paris and Horizon.
Yep. I mean, Horizon is not as bad as people make it out to be, but Paris is, you know, Paris is quite flawed, putting it in the nicest way possible. Alright, swaps have not come out for any sides, but I honestly would not be surprised if we see someone like Pop-Tart coming here on Assault. Especially with a map like Temple of Anubis, it does so much wonders for if you play the Sombra or the Junkrat or McCree here. You know, Pop-Tart, they could play those 3 heroes pretty effectively, especially the Sombra. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Pop-Tart maybe come in inside DP.
Have I spelled Phoenix wrong?
Did you? I don't think so. No, I don't think you did. Oh yeah, looks correct to me.
I was only on that team for a year.
See, you should if you're on a see, that's the life lesson. If you're on a team, you should always know how to spell it. Swaps have been given from the side of Valhalla here. Brown Daddy can be sticking in, but PowerPoint going to the off tank potentially on the side while BX Hunter. Oh, my bad. I don't know. I said BX Hunter. Ravioli Stain and New York City Takeover coming in on the DPS while Hunter and B.
This is
What
interesting.
on the supports now? Yeah, Hunter on the support is very interesting. Like you said, but like, what do you think Hunter's gonna pop out here on the support?
I have spelled it wrong.
Wait, you did? Oh,
I did.
Well, oh no.
I got the O and the E the wrong way around.
Well, you know, it's okay, Lee. We both just exposed ourselves for not knowing how to spell, but it's okay. It do be that way sometimes. You just gotta let like life flow, and if you spell Phoenix wrong, then you're like, well.
Sorry, boss, that I'm not up to your standards.
Oh, was it boss's map? It was calling you out. Oh no.
We've got some changes from
Ooh.
DP. So we have Bad Juju coming in for Bambi. Pop-Tart and Ridge coming in on the DPS. And we have Fur and Nat on support.
See, I'm like you. For Valhalla, I'm liking the I almost said Pop-Tart. I am very out of it today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really liking the PowerPoint tank. You know, he can play that Roadhog at a high level. He has like a Zarya that's very good. And then for DP, Fur and Pop-Tart here. This is without a doubt probably one of some of the best map types. Or
I took out Nat and I should have took out Kenny.
Oh, you did.
My bad. So we're just waiting for Redis, and then we can get going on the old Temple of Anubis.
The old Classico.
So do we see a junk on this map?
Oh, without a doubt we do. It's probably gonna be coming from a NYC takeover actually on the side of Valhalla. You know, NYC they love their Junkrat. It's definitely one of their specialties is playing the Junkrat role. So I would not be surprised if we do see that Junkrat come on the side of Valhalla. On DP, maybe Ridge, because Ridge is more known for the projectile.
Yep.
So I wouldn't be surprised to see Pop-Tart on the Sombra and the Ridge on the Junk.
So we got Redis from DP, and it looks like we'll have Redis from Valhalla.
Oh, nope.
Any second, maybe? I seen Ravioli Stain typing, so...
There's a pause, pause, wait, hold on. Gotta wait for it.
I haven't even tested the pause button today.
Oh! Yeah, you have it, that's true.
We shall do that next round.
And we can do it now, because the ready has been given. Alright, map 3 for DP versus Valhalla. Temple of Anubis.
Now entering the Temple of Anubis.
Every Junk's player's favorite map.
Initiating match.
Now, I'm honest. No, one thing I will say, we probably should be expecting inside DP is definitely the BAP Zed, especially with Fur coming in here. Fur is very much known for his Zenyatta here in Tier 3. So I would be quite shocked if we don't see the BAP Zen come outside DP. Now, I'm quite curious about what the tank one's going to be here for John Hawkins.
Ready for battle.
Double
shield.
shield.
Oh, that would be exciting. I mean, the Ryan Arisa with the recent Arisa buffs is not the worst thing in the world. It's kind of cheesy, but some teams have been able to pull it off. On the side of Valhalla, though, something I want to point out is they're going to be running a bit kooky. They're going to be they are going to be running PowerPoint on the Hog instead of the Zarya. Honestly, I was expecting maybe more of the Zarya than the Hog here, but there it is. You can pop up the Roadhog. Oh, it's going to be Ravioli on the Torbjorn. The Junkrat also coming out here with the Zen Bap. BX Hunter will be playing that as the flex support, it seems like.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Alright, DP going to be running a traditional rushdown comp here with Sigma. You have to be ready for the amounts of damage that they're going to be coming in here. Pop-Tart gets booked. They're actually waiting for their team. They don't think they should potentially get picked here if they're not careful. Pop-Tart does able to get the whole rotation and get through high ground. PowerPoint tries to find a hook. Can't find it, however. And Wall going to be used early, it seems like, on the side of DP. That's quite crucial. They're not, if you're DP, you're going to have to wait for that ult to be, that cooldown to be ready now. Shields down for Juju. Now you have another cooldown you have to wait for. DP kind of in a tricky situation. Burn. Taken down by PowerPoint there. And now DP's in a bit of a kerfuffle. They don't have the plan strategy they were looking for. Or the plan push, one may say. And DP just get the reset now.
Dropping from that high ground really messed up that rotation for him.
Oh, most definitely. I don't know if it's communication or error or not, LD, but it was definitely way too early there.
I think it was more of a user error than a communication error.
Rotation coming out here. And looking like it'll be a successful one, actually. DP getting a full set of rotation pass. Rage actually fighting NYC too. A fat foot coming from John Hop with the immortality. It's there to keep up the team. Shatter does come through from Juju. Not gonna find much. The multi-core, however, Ravioli is moving quite juicy. Gonna find two. PowerPoint in the back by finding a third. This is definitely terrible on the side of Valhalla. PowerPoint popping the whole off. A lot of the damage being blocked, actually. But they're in a corner now, and we get the Junkrat. Ooh, what's that? Can he hook with the Blizzard onto PowerPoint? That's gonna solidify this. Oh, not giving up just yet. They're gonna pop a transit to recontest. Shatter onto Rage. That's all it's gonna find. But Rage gonna get out. Beacon pop a fur. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. It looks like the job was done already for DP.
Oh, and Juju charges straight into Ravioli's shotgun.
That's a bit of a yikes because that DP. They're gonna now with Juju taking a bit of an aggressive play there. They're gonna have and not going in his favor. They're gonna have to back up now and wait for him. No snowball potential. And now you're Valhalla. This is perfect for you. If you're NYC especially or your BX, just now you get free spam, build up those ults, build up that tire, build up the transcendence for this next team fight. Wall comes up here. It's actually a wall up. Crowd down. He is so low. He's got to drop down to the large health pack on the bridge. And now from the PowerPoint out of Reinhardt is a free target. It's going to be melted. Tire though is going to be quite massive. Not Immortality won't be enough to keep up the team. And NYC saving Valhalla there. Multi-core gets here to be finished the job, but unless Ravioli was still up there, I don't think that once again they're all could have been saved there for the next team fight.
And no, he's not swapping.
Oh no, it looks like they are. Yep, Ravioli, that's going back to spawn right now. So yep, there's a swap plan for Ravioli Stain. Gonna be on the far right now. Another one of the Ravioli Stain's more well-known heroes. She's quite the menace on the far. Now DPS, double the spam. We're going to count the Zen, triple the spam, the warning about here. Pile drive combo worth the spam from Ravioli works perfectly in the favor of DP. Nat is down.
That's going to halt that pushing for DP now.
John just going to be spamming down this main choke. Honestly, I don't really agree with that poking from John. He already has his ult ready, and honestly, giving more likely giving the ult to the supports here on the side of Valhalla by doing that damage. PowerPoint though will get a bit over aggressive. He's gonna get stunned immediately from the rock, frozen, and he is dead. A fast walk comes out, but BX has a trance ready. Shatter blocked from Juju, but it's more like to be a double. It's going to be both standards, both sides of the rope. Reinhardt, PowerPoint gonna get the rollout back onto points. He won't find much value, but here's what I see though. Motherline gonna find something, but the tire unfortunately is cancelled by Ridge. Touch not going to be gained for PowerPoint. He had to get that health pack to stay alive. And because of that, he won't be able to touch the point. DP will cap with a minute 55, I should say, on the clock.
Initiating match.
That's quite a good time bank on Anubis.
Especially, I mean, most definitely agree. Especially with like the situation DP was in right there. They lost a lot of pushes there. They had to do a semi-dry push minus the Shatter Flux, and they had to basically walk into the tire coming from NYC there. But DP were able to successfully counter each one. Now DP are going to be the ones holding here on the defense, and they're going to be running a similar comp actually. Almost actually the same comp minus the Roadhog. John Hawk could be on the Diva instead, but everything else could be this almost a carbon copy that Valhalla ran on their defense.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love watching a good Roadhog player, but I just don't think he's quite viable enough at the moment.
Yeah, it's one of those picks that, like, if you're gonna run the Roadhog, right, you need to play this aggressive rush down with them, because that's what Roadhog needs. He needs that space to get that value from the hook, right? But it's more difficult to do that with the comp that the side of Valhalla are running. They have the BAP Zen, and usually when you run a BAP Zen, you are playing more of a poking comp, right? You want to play a bit slower with poking, and because of that, it doesn't really favor the Roadhog. He doesn't really have much to enable him to enable his poking materials. However, that hook there is quite massive on Ridge. And just like that, that's an opening game for the side of Valhalla. Pinned down from Brow Daddy, but that's a bit of a regression actually for the Valhalla main tank. It's gonna get melted into by Jawhawk. But around Gatortron, get on that Zenyatta is such a nuisance. Those Discord orbs just on every target you see right there. You're gonna melt Valhalla. That's gonna be a quick reset for Valhalla.
I do like Siren's turret placement.
Oh, Pop. Where's Pop? What Pop?
Oh, is it Pop? Pop Tarts. It's up on the bridge.
Oh, yeah. There it is. I didn't see it.
Between the two high ground and low ground.
I do like that too. It's really hard to shoot that turret, right? It's out of sight light, but it still has it. Targeting 2K there, by the way. Massive from the Zenyatta on the side of DP. But yeah, the turret gets so much value with it not being able to get shot at an effective range. Brown Daddy, be going onto the off tank here, and I gotta say, Lee, I do like the swap for, Roadhog recently has been more of like a main tank, more of a main tank than more of an off tank for certain teams. And I do, and it's the delay you can test the Junkrat spam with your defense matrix more effectively, and the Zen spam. So I actually really like the Diva pick coming out here. Tire comes through, it's gonna find two, gonna not allow after always say that continue to build up their EMP. And now, Valhalla are kind of split. They're going to try to get out here, being here, use their fade, and they will be effective getting out there, and Valhalla with a reset. But now, look at the ults here.
Juju will have a free shot. You could do a free shatter bomb here, and like there's nothing really to protect them.
That's very true, Lee. But Valhalla, if Valhalla plays it smart, they'll play the split right. So if they play the split like they are right now, it's gonna be hard to get a Shatter Bomb combo. Bomb comes through, Dash gonna isolate PowerPoint. That is a major force down. Ridge being isolated by the Diva. He's taken out also. And with the EMP pop, DP is now wide open. Shatter comes through. It actually catches two. That might be massive. But with NYC's tire, gonna be beaten that down to a pulp. That might be the cleanup that DP needs. I mean, my bad, Valhalla needs, I should say.
It's just Juju. It's Juju
and
Fur.
He's still alive, actually! The trade from Fur keeping Juju alive! Juju fights too! Wait a minute! DP might be able to pull something out here. Never mind, it was already Ridge down. And DP though, be able to hold that for quite a bit of time actually. And also able to get 4 ults out of Valhalla. Not the worst in the world for DP right now for their situation. PowerPoint just gonna be waiting here. He doesn't want to poke in any way, shape, or form, because if he pokes his head, he's going to be discorded and melted by Fur. He has to play a bit of that slow game on the Roadhog here because of that. An aggressive trade with BX Hunter coming through. That's you don't see that often nowadays. That's fantastic hook from PowerPoint, but the immortality from that will keep them up. Brown Daddy popping the bomb. Not gonna will fight Ridge actually. For the most of it, will be blocked. Tyre coming in from NY, it's gonna find Nat, that's the one down, but ults are coming in. EMP's almost ready to the side of Valhalla. This Tyre also coming in, might be quite massive. Doesn't find anybody unfortunately, BX seems to stay alive. I don't know if anybody get a touch here. John does get the touch. Wait a minute, beat taken out by a concussion behind of things by Ridge. DP getting a bit scrappy here. What do they love to get? Bird stuck in the cup, stuck in a trap, needs to be protected by bad Juju there. And when all hope seemed lost there, DP got a bit scrappy, a bit kooky, and they were able to take it before the third tick was taken.
That was a great touch by John Hawk.
I thought he was gonna. I honestly thought he was not gonna make it there. I thought he was hacked.
Yeah,
I was like,
obviously he never had no boosters to continue because he boosts to get out of spawn.
That is very true. And something I want to point out here that actually EMP Bomb Shatter is ready for the side of DP, but they have to get ready because there's a EMP coming inside of Valhalla that catches 5. Bomb gonna be shot at from John Hawk, but I don't think that will catch much. Valhalla just rotates out of it. DP did not look prepared for that EMP. How close they're played. EMP popping pop up, but not going to get much. There's not much there to take full advantage of that. But there's a fat shatter from bad Juju. That might turn things around here. Ridge on the Doomfist, gonna punch the bomb into a corner. Not getting much value. Gets the touch, but they're home get hacked and dead. And Valhalla will catch, but however, they're gonna have the worst time they compared to DP.
The shadow was huge, it's just the team was so far behind they couldn't take advantage.
It was a very unfortunate situation, like elite. It very much was. Valhalla though, pointing an excellent attack there, pointing that right diva, my bad, that Roadhog diva I should say, swap a lot more effectively there. And like I said, I really do believe because Roadhog is more on the main tank role nowadays, right? So I think that swap with the diva from Brown Daddy was definitely the smart play there.
Are we really saying what we're going to say?
Oh, I think we are.
I think we are.
Double barrier, Bastion, Pharah. Now, the one risky play about this is that Valhalla can play split and the Bastion doesn't get any value. They can split off. Some people go right, some people go left here, and take control of high ground with like PowerPoint going to the top left high ground. And DP is going to be able to get a forced rotation and won't get much value out of that Bastion. So if Valhalla plays this correctly, this comp from DP will be shut down almost instantaneously.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
DP look like they're inviting Valhalla to point.
And most definitely, such your Fur getting picked out early there. Now Ridge does not have the Mercy Pocket to duel this Pharah Ravioli State effectively. Rotation going to be a full 6 on top left, and just like that, that's what I'm talking about. DP now is in a tough position. They're going to actually have to rotate, especially with Ravioli State taking that angle here on the left, poking. John Hawk fights 2. Wait a minute, DP has Marisa. Ravioli staying though with DP not getting rotating out of that corner. That's just free blood actually for DP. I mean, my bad. Valhalla. I don't know why I keep saying DP. That's free blood for Valhalla there.
30 seconds remaining.
And Rav and what? See, the Elmers have their ults already for a potential snowball. PowerPoint. Push, getting ready on the Roadhog, pushing up with his team here. They almost have to get aggressive with that tire. And to look what they are, NYC getting in position, it seems like, off that tire for initiation. Pop-Tart setting up alongside their Ryan 3 I'm actually shocked to stick to the Bastion Cop here. Not the smartest play, gets spam. Tire coming from underneath. Immortality is fantastic from that. It's gonna cancel all that damage there. However, Rav has a barrage ready. And there it is, it's popped! And no Juju in that instantly! Res tries to come out from third, but it won't be found there. And I think that's it.
I think that's it, mate.
I don't think it's I don't think anybody can touch.
That'll be it.
And not even overtime, 0.2 seconds Valhalla. They cap to 4. Absolutely insane play from the Valhalla side.
4-2. Switching sides.
I think the biggest issue there was Ridge was playing a bit too aggressive, and he kept messing his Mercy up. And his Mercy was getting picked. Like the start of the first point and the start of that second point, the Mercy was the first person to go.
It was, I have to agree with you, Lovely. Like, most definitely, like, because you can play farther aggressively, but it was more the angle that he was holding, right?
Ready for battle.
Because he was real just wide open there. Ridge was on the far. He was just sitting there top right. Not really playing the behind the shelter or the pillar there top right. Just and because of that, Fur didn't have much to play around and got picked instead.
Valhalla are like, you want to throw a Bastion at us? We can throw the Bastion back.
they're gonna be running the Junkrat instead. However, though that might actually be quite deadly for DP if they're not prepared for this rush step. No, in a way, it's almost like that. It was like Ridge was not respecting Ravioli's bar play there. Like I said, like Ravioli that's one of their best picks is that bar. I'm not right. So, adding on to what you were saying before about Fur being picked instantly there, you know, Ridge I guess got a bit too aggressive against that. Didn't respect that. All right, top left now is gonna be held the side of DP, but look at this. PowerPoint Pop-Tart going onto the high ground, 3C Ravioli. That's a bit, by himself is a bit interesting. They're going to be taken down, it looks like. PowerPoint, wait a minute, PowerPoint drops, it looks like. And it's by himself on point. They get melted instantly. That rotation not looking the cleanest right now for the side of Valhalla. However, Pop-Tart is by himself, and there's an uncontested Bastion on that high ground. NYC comes back and he's gonna find Ferrara Gatron. That's a massive take, and with PowerPoint on this ball, that's looking quite doable for the side of Valhalla. And just like that, Brown Daddy being able to stay alive there for that long, made up for that poor rotation. Ridge just got the back up here. They do have one thing the DP does have in their favor right now is the ult bait. They do have the ult coming up here, and PowerPoint getting over eager, getting taken out by Ridge. Walks onto John, and with the badges down, actually that might be it. I don't think there's much else to be done here. Ravioli pops the tank to finish the job, but like I said, not much can be done. There's that Ravioli taking out Pop-Tart. And Valhalla gonna hold assault here. Temple of Anubis. I don't know why I forgot the name of the Temple of Anubis there. They're gonna hold Temple of Anubis, and this series so far at 2-1.
Play of the game.
NYC just showing their dominance here on the Junkrat on their special team map. absolutely fantastic jump like I'm here. I'm out here. Look at that, Brown Daddy's on the board again with high limbs. See, you know your diva is doing something correct if they have high limbs, because that means our diva is, contributing with their primary fire and, doing spy checks and stuff, etc., etc. So if your diva has golden limbs, that means they're playing diva correctly.
So, next map we have Dorado.
Dorado, okay.
Is it Dorado? I think it's Junkertown actually.
No, is it Junkertown? I don't think so. It should be Dorado.
Pretty sure it's Junkertown.
I thought I must have changed. I was looking at I looked at fixtures. Like
I looked at fixtures and it says Dorado, but I'm pretty sure it's Junkertown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Junkertown.
Alright. Okay, Junkertown it is then! Absolute the cheesiest map in Overwatch. Everybody's favorite. Junkertown, a map that we usually, especially in the tier 3 scenes, usually see a lot of, kooky things come out on it. A lot of teams like to run some interesting strats. We sometimes see a pirate ship come out. Some teams like to run a lot of Pharah here. Widowmaker.
Double snipe. Yeah, double snipe.
Yeah, double sniper. I mean, this is the map that popularized double sniper back in 2018. Actually, with the Hanzo Widow.
You could even go triple snipes with the Ana.
You just need to revert on it back to 2016, which did 85 per shot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go take a quick bathroom break.
All right. Yeah, if you revert that to 85, we would have a triple sniper. Maybe give Ana that speed boost to a nano back. Get that Beyblade meta back coming back here. Just pull up the stream quickly. I did not have that pulled up actually. Monitor chat. Swaps have not come in for either side just yet and I'm very curious what DP is going to do here to retaliate against the forces of Valhalla, because Valhalla's just been absolute nuisance, absolutely fantastic nuisance here. Absolutely just pumping in the damage, especially PowerPoint, who I'm personally very impressed with. I knew he could play tank. I've heard about his Zarya, but I never saw much of it. And seeing his Roadhog here and the small moments of his Wrecking Ball, he looked very effective on that role. Swaps coming in on the side of Junkertown. Ravioli looking like she's going to be going to a tank alongside Brow Daddy. PowerPoint going back to the DPS. Looks like Ampo. My bad. I got a big confused there. Ampo also going on DPS alongside PowerPoint. Mushin Kip coming back in for the supports. We got swaps for Valhalla.
Okay. So we have Ravioli and Brow on tank. PowerPoint and Motion Keeper. So for any newcomers, the score is 2-1 to Valhalla.
I'm very interested to see what we're at. Oh, sorry, my bad. I didn't really have up to you.
I was just going to say, fingers crossed we can get a map 5.
That'd be quite exciting if we get to a map 5. But I'm pretty sure Valhalla is looking to close this out here. You know, they're probably with the big guns of AirHop and not PowerPoint on the DPS here. So they're Valhalla probably going to be going here full force. Alright, something I'm a bit interested on though is Ravioli staying on the tank though. That is something I am a bit intrigued on. I do know they could play Wrecking Ball. Like I know she has that in her hero pool.
What I do want to see, Tempo, and I know there's probably a lot of DP fans out there, they want to see the Holy Chuckster.
Oh yeah, I mean he's been chilling on the bench all today. Maybe this is just Chuck's natural break.
Make a wish and you should get it granted.
Oh, look at that, Juju and Chuck coming in. That's quite interesting actually. We don't really see Juju and Chuck that often
You
anymore.
don't, do you?
Not really. Rich and Honey though coming in on the DPS, and jokingly and Kenny gonna be on supports here.
I mean, who doesn't want to see the Boomer, Holy Chuckster?
I think a lot of people will want to see Chuckster. I mean, he is without a doubt one of the most popular op tanks in the tier 3 scene. Most because he's just such a classical figure in the Oasis area. You know, he's been here since like season 1.
He's been here since 1989.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, actually, something I learned recently is that Yakuza 0, the video game, is about Chuck's origin story. Pretty crazy. Back in 1988.
Well,
so yeah.
Just to dwarf Chuck's boomer age, I actually found out the other day I am 14 years older than Google.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Lee.
for the interesting fact for all you Overwatch fans out there.
I mean, for some people out there also, if I'm correct, your console you grew up on was the Super Nintendo.
Actually, it was before that.
Oh, was it the NES?
It was before that.
Oh no!
I don't know if you've heard of it, but it was called a Spectrum.
I don't think so, actually.
It was basically like a keyboard with a tape deck, and your games came on tape, like
so it was like
cassette. You know, like the old cassette.
It was like kind of like the Commodore, in a way.
Yeah, similar. Yeah, the Commodore 64 was like one of my first, along with the Spectrum.
Ah, see, I've never heard about that actually. So was it like a PC that had like a
no, it was like a keyboard. It was like a keyboard with a cassette attachment in it.
That's it.
And then you had wires that would plug into your TV.
Oh, so it was a TV thing. Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. That's completely different.
Check it out on Google.
Never heard of that.
Check it out on Google.
All right. I'm looking it up. I'm very curious now.
And we have readies from both teams as well, so we can go straight into Junkertown.
All right, here we go. Unfortunately, when I looked up Spectrum, I just got the internet company. That's not what I was looking for.
Welcome to Junkertown.
Console. Oh! The ZX Spectrum. I actually have seen it before.
Initiating match.
Very interesting, very interesting.
But the very first console that was given to me, like as just my own and not to share between my siblings, was the Super Nintendo.
So that was the one you gotta hide from your family, like this is mine.
Yeah. My game of choice back then was Mario and Yoshi.
Oh, Mario World?
Ready for battle.
Good choice. That was the killer game that made everybody buy a Super Nintendo and launch. That and F-Zero, both killer choices.
and also Street Fighter, the first one.
Oh, Street Fighter 2. That's
Oh,
dude,
I was big on Street Fighter back in the day.
I mean, you know, back in the 90s though,
Valhalla.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Sorry, Kitty. Valhalla won that map. It's 2-1 Valhalla.
C. DP won first map, and also Valhalla won the 2 maps after.
5,
Won no.
3,
All the maps.
1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Ampo here gonna be standing down main here on the Junkrat. Let's see, like I said, we're getting the Junkrat Widow. Not a bad pick. Widowmaker is here. Widow's just a nuisance here. Gonna find Ridge instantly. D-Mac onto Holy Chuckster. He's down, but Honey Biscuit finding 2, not taking out the pocket almost instantly by single-handedly. DP now just pushing the Brow Daddy, and just like that, tables have flipped, it looks like, and DP are now in control here. Ravioli staying on the Reinhardt. Really backing up. Actually has that $40 skin, the StarCraft 2 one. I've not seen that skin in person yet, so first time for that. EP now full patrol. Gonna probably push it to Ampo, take him out, but it's still alive and kicking. Back there looking for the peel, but they can't get it just in time. Ampo is taken out by Ridge. However, Juju is now out of position, and because of that, he's gonna be melted into her brow. And Valhalla will take control right back into their hands. EP is gonna have to back up instantly.
What I am excited about is Kenny's Zen. There's a lot of talk about Kenny's Zen being one of the best.
I have honestly never seen it. I mean, you were a team of, you used to be on a team of them, so you know a lot about him and all that. But so when you say talk, you mean like have you seen it before, or you've never seen it before?
I haven't.
Ooh. Okay, then so this is well, learning something new here, I guess. Oh, powerful. Master Shatter coming out from Juju. Gonna find it. He's gonna find 2, but Powerboy just trading them right back and keeping this fight alive for Valhalla. Ridge though responding right back, finds 2, but Powerboy's just uncontested once again. This is what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't contest this man, PowerPoint, he's gonna just do things like this. Support's taken out with the tire, and that's looking like a reset again for DP. Juju trying to charge away, but he's gonna get boosted to a wall there. He's gonna get shredded instantly. And now DP, almost with the minute mark. That's what I like to call the death bells. They have the ults. They just need to get in there and wait. First of all, potentially pop this recon. Honey, I'm surprised she has not popped the walls here.
Oh.
Coalesce. Oh no, jokingly. Coalesce is cancelled. Kenny down. That's do support's gone for the DP side. And I think that might be able to reset. Though Ridge is finding quite a bit of kills here. I think that's gonna be a reset once again for DP. PowerPoint getting over aggressive on Honey Biscuit, kind of not really respecting her there. Almost actually almost dying there. She's got to walk away. That's just that. PowerPoint. You are PowerPoint. You are good, but you gotta respect Honey a bit more on that, son. Aggressive Capella comes in. He's just fishing for one of these picks here, and he will find it. Honey down for the count. Coach up for the initiate with the bomb, and it's not gonna find much. However, the transom shatter perfectly timed from Kenny actually. He's able to keep the team up. Kenny, fantastically done with that transcendence. But Ridge is on the bridge. On this bridge is just pumping in the damage. He's gonna find Stormwater kill on Anhop. And now DP, they finally find a footing when they've been searching for almost this entire game. PowerPoint has the mercy to keep him up. He's still alive. It's looking like he can. He cannot. Ridge finds him. Shatter on the Kipper. And with the tire taken down from Airhop, that's gonna be it. Tanks are still alive, however, they're going to be stalling just at best. And DP at overtime will find first point here on Junkertown.
Welcome to Junkertown.
PowerPoint here. He has a sonar. He's going to have to back up. Cannot play that small cubby anymore because of that sonar arrow. Now because of that, he's gonna lose a lot of the angles he wants to play around. Oh, Chucks are gonna dive on him there, right there. But he won't find much because he has that grapple up ready to go. And PowerPoint's gonna grapple away. First one not gonna be in favor of DP here. It's gonna be in favor of Valhalla. Honey, he dives on by Brown Daddy. Though that's gonna cost him his mech there. DP's still pushing in, but Kipper getting extremely aggressive on this Lucio. Finding the value, however, he's gonna find jokingly there. And now DP. And you're gonna have to find the pole to turn this around, and it's not looking like it's gonna be there. And Hop gonna walk away Juju.
I don't know where to put the camera. They're just all so split.
It's a very messy fight. I will agree on that. Oh, bit of a stagger actually coming out there. Actually, where was Ridge?
Ridge was up top.
Okay, I didn't see him. Yeah, Ridge getting late pick there. Quite unfortunate for the side of DP. They're gonna have to wait for that. They had that dragon ready. Minefield engage, goes to Ravioli. Does block off the point slightly, but it doesn't do much. DP casually walks away from that minefield. However, Brown Daddy gonna get a perfect dive. In contrast, finding Kenny. Shadow wants his pop. Wants that in Dragon. A bomb alongside that. A lot of ult being pumped at once. Brown Daddy's gonna find jokingly. Brown Daddy's just being a menace on this tank right now. By the time Chuckster. Widow duel going on also while this is all happening, by the way. And both PowerPoint and Honey just cannot seem to find each other. Brown Daddy. Staying alive. Being a menace, like I said, on this tank. And he comes out with the ult, but it might be in vain. There's a tire coming in. It's gonna find jokingly. And DP. Looking like it's gonna be it for them. Juju does get the touch of point over. It gets to kill Ant Pope while he's at that. DP might be able to scavenge something out of here potentially. Kenny trying to get onto PowerPoint, but he's dived on by Brown. Brown's just being fantastic with the killing here tonight on this Diva. Rez comes through from Moose with the bomb. Just gonna from Brown Daddy. Just gonna make that in vain basically. And DP gonna be held here in the middle of second.
Poor jokingly. He got fire struck out of one coalescence. He got Diva bombed out of another.
It's not the joke in this game here tonight. Lee, I have to say, I have to agree with you.
I mean, I think he popped coalescence before the window went up. So that could have been a bit just of an unfortunate event.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, it do be, you know what they say, Lee. It do be that way. It do be that way sometimes.
So we see Ridge on the Widow this time instead of Honey.
That's quite interesting, actually. Ridge is someone that doesn't really pick the Widow that often. They can play the hit scan, but they're usually favorite more towards the projectile. I'm assuming this is because Honey is more comfortable on the Ashe. He wants to play the Ashe over the Widow here.
Honey is very comfortable on the Ashe.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. So
she was renowned as the probably one of the best Ashes in Tier 3 last season.
Yeah, I mean. She was a force to be reckoned with in that role. Even on like Hollywood, for example, right? In this series, she was a force to be reckoned on that Ashe. the still barrier Ryan Arisa coming out once again for DP, but I don't know how I feel about this against the Zen. Zen is just such a threat against that still barrier. Kipper on the Zen, banging on that shield. If it gets broken, that's likely it. Bridge, wait a minute, Bridge gonna actually set the tempo here. Bridge gonna fight too, and Poe and Moose is gonna get sent back to spawn. PowerPoint now hunting for them, but PowerPoint won't be doing the hunting here. It's gonna be Brown Daddy getting the job done. Brown Daddy finds 3, gonna find the back lane completely, diving on those Discord targets perfectly coordinated. And honestly, I gotta say, Lee, that was all on the back of Brown Daddy there.
Yeah.
That dive coming from him was just absolutely fantastic. Ravioli, I should also add credit to, was following alongside the Diva there.
Like, I personally think most of the good stuff that has come out of Valhalla tonight has gone through Brown Daddy.
Oh, most definitely. He has been what's opening this for the team. PowerPoint being a close second behind him, as you see right here, ladies and gentlemen. Finding a pick onto Ridge there. It helped out on the trace from now. And now one of their more comfortable roles. Gonna find Holy Chuckster alongside Kenny McCord. And that's gonna look like it's gonna be it. First point taken quite swiftly for Valhalla. Now DP have quite the task to hold second here. A task that's quite difficult to do. Ridge is gonna get jumped on by Ampo.
PowerPoint taking this really aggressive stance.
I mean, he's comfortable, I think, right? Because he has Brown Daddy on the high ground, and Ravioli staying there too, to back him up. But it's looking like it's not going to be in favor of them at all, because Ravioli is going to get scared away around some Brown Daddy. Bomb comes up Brow, but it's just not going to get the value they're looking for there. Bomb blocked. However, they're still in the back line. They're going to find Bridge. Tank's still alive inside of Valhalla, but I don't think that would mean much here. Especially if Brown Daddy's so low. Wait a minute, wait, what is this? What is this? The Pyro comes in, it fights jokingly, and just like that, Valhalla is back in the game. Oh, Chuck being the only one up for it right now. He gets melted instantly. Pulls bomb on a Juju and Hopkins and Poe, I mean, with the 3K. And Valhalla turned that around, taking advantage of DP. Not being able to get the clean up the tanks there. They're gonna take this series, this game, I should say, 3-1.
Play of the game.
DPA, right for this play from Rich out right there. But I gotta say, I don't think that was the comp that DP should have stuck with in the beginning. The minute the Arisa did not work, they had to get off it.
Yeah.
Stuck to their grounds though, and yeah, they got Chuck did on the Diva later, but it was a bit too late, unfortunately. I also gotta say that if you're gonna run that double sniper, especially against a ball Diva, they're gonna need a brig. And DP unfortunately just did not pop the brig out there. They stuck to the Mercy, they stuck to the ground, and no brig. It was basically a free targets for the ball and Diva there on the side of Valhalla. Valhalla took full advantage of that. And now here we go. MVP talk.
MVP talk, and then I think I've asked the captains anyway if they want interviews.
Actually, I forgot. I almost forgot. We should wait for nominations first. For MVP.
Oh yeah, we always wait. I mean, there's no qualm in us talking about it.
Oh, true. That's true.
There's like we can talk while we wait for the So we have Ravioli Stain say they would like the interview.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure Chuck will come in and say interview as well.
That whole Chuckster is what was the score of Temple of Anubis? DP did not get instant overtime. They were not. It stayed 4-2, and they were able to full hold it. Valhalla was.
Yeah.
with their Bastion comp. But DP here, they have the pieces right. Like, I do want to talk about this quickly about DP. I think this team is improving. Not to the standards they were last season, but I think they are improving. They have the pieces right. But unfortunately, we just didn't see it come together here tonight, and I'm very interested to see how they come back from this next week, because DP is a team that always is very experimental with their comps. And I'm very curious what they're going to do next week, because we saw a lot of swaps with the tank line, the support line, and wonder if we're going to see a bit more consistency from DP like we saw from the seasons before. I mean, Valhalla took full advantage of that, because Valhalla had that consistent DPS line. They had not PowerPoint and Po always playing together when they were playing DPS. They had a point in Ravio where it was on the tank. They had a plan that was a comp built around that ball. Like Valhalla just had the better synergized comps, and they had a plan going into this, and just caught DP with their pants down, it seems like.
So we have noms from Valhalla, which is Ridge Hunt and John Hawk.
Alright. Does it seem like we have any noms yet for the side DP, though?
No, we don't have any yet. I mean, we can talk about Valhalla's nominations.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's kind of a bit sidetracked because I want to talk about like both sides, what they did wrong and stuff. But yeah, Valhalla. There's a lot of good nominations, Lee. I think Brow Daddy, not PowerPoint, are both good shouts for here tonight.
Dag Kipper.
Dag Kipper had a great coming out here performance on the
NYC takeover.
On the Junkrat, especially on that Anubis. True.
Like with Valhalla, it's just like I think a lot of them performed really well today. Like as a team in general, they just performed really well as a team.
Most definitely, they were like I said, they had the plan. They knew what they wanted to do on every map, and they went in on every map with that. DP, on the other hand, they had a plan, map 1 or 2 it seemed, but around map 4, it really did seem like they were kind of winging it. Like maybe we're wrong, but it did seem like DP was winning it by map 4 with like the weird Rhinorisa strat that doesn't really work against like a Zen spam. And
yeah, sorry about that.
Oh good.
So still waiting on them noms from Chuck.
He is taking a bit of time bit. Probably having a quite the civil discussion about the choose.
I think they're going to choose Brow and not PowerPoint.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Those two were a force to be reckoned with here tonight on Valhalla.
Moosh and not Power.
All right. Oh, Moosh. That's an interesting call. Moosh should have a very consistent game on the support of the maps they did play it. So, but it did catch me off guard.
So now that we have the noms, we can talk more in depth about the MVPs.
I kind of do think, maybe I'm jumping the gun here, but I think my for me, because now knowing the noms, I think my tank's already locked in for Brow Daddy.
Yeah. 100%.
Brow Daddy just did some nasty work on that Diva, and his dives on the Discord targets especially, he was able to just get 2Ks. When DP was winning a team fight, he was able to just turn around like that instantly. And
the thing is as well with it, the picks he was getting was very influential on the fight, because it was always one of the supports or 2 of the supports, so the rest of the team can get aggressive and just finish off the team fight.
Indeed, I mean that's his aggressiveness also enabled the entire team's aggressiveness. Putting in like simple standard word. But yeah, I think Brow Daddy is to the tank MVP there. For for DPS, I mean, there's a lot of good shouts. You had Ridge being a nuisance, and you had Honey being a nuisance a lot of time, but I really do think PowerPoint definitely earned it here tonight.
I can agree with that. Like, to me, the DPS and the tank was blatantly obvious who it was going to go to tonight. It was just the support that really, like, it's like, who do I choose for support? Because, like, both sets of supports played extremely well tonight.
I have an interesting opinion on support.
Go for it.
Kenny.
Kenny.
I thought Kenny was pretty good. Kenny's been playing a lot more recently for this DP roster, as we've seen from games.
Yep.
And I think he's been melding in the roster pretty effectively. He looked pretty good on Lucio. He never besides the one moment on Lijiang Tower when he got picked for early, he never really was out of place. Always was doing his job effectively.
His defensive ults were really good.
That's it, yeah. His defensive ults were really good. So I actually want to say Kenny for support.
I can concur with that. Also, can we give an honourable mention to Daykeeper?
Oh, definitely. Dick Kipper had like I said before, a fantastic opening game. I know Dick Kipper like personally, and I didn't know he had a Zen. I had to catch you off guard. His Zen was very good here tonight.
Yeah.
And it was something that I gotta say was a quiet pleasant surprise. So yeah, I agree with honorable mention to Dick Kipper.
Yep. So MVPs tonight are Brow Daddy for tank, Kenny McCormack for support, not PowerPoint for DPS, with an honourable mention going to Daykeeper. I have messaged Chuck to see if he wants an interview, and he hasn't got back to me, so maybe you could message him while I get Ravioli in.
Okay. I got it.
So it won't let me invite Ravioli.
She might be in a group.
Yeah.
Oh no. I can find her now.
Brow's going to be joining Ravioli as well.
Alright, sounds good.
They need to switch over to group chat. There's Ravioli.
We're here. Hello. I'm here. Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, bro.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
I just want
Oh,
to
good.
start off with saying congratulations for tonight's victory.
Thank you.
I believe that's you definitely for playoffs now.
Yes, we have
I
clinched the
think so
playoff
too.
spot.
Yeah.
Congratulations on clinching the playoff spot.
Thank you.
Feels good. Wasn't worried at all.
Yeah, we couldn't have done it without everyone. So, everyone who is, by the way, who is still here and not, I want to give a shout out to my main dude, Will Masala, who popped off those first couple games before climbing a little too high on support. But he was such an integral part to those first couple matches. So we should a shout out to our main dude and Sakura Sauce, who is I think the first couple games as well. We couldn't have done it without those two.
So, my first question tonight is: I see you run a lot of dive. Is that something you've been practicing a lot, or is it just something you wanted to diverse from the old traditional Rhine Zarya, Rhine Diva comps?
I think we're really utilizing our strengths, and we have a couple very good Zen players, and Brow on the Diva is insane, and let Hunter play Winston, and he just goes nuts. So it's really like, why aren't we doing this? Like, we know Tier 3 doesn't typically stray away from the brawly comp, and we're like, why can't we? We played this super well, so let's try it out. And then it's worked out pretty well so far.
Yeah, it was a joy to watch, because it, like, normally you see dive and it's like poorly run, so to speak, but it looked like you've been working on it really well, and the communication level was there for you to jump in with the Winston, with Bex Hunter, and then Bray would be in there to help him out at the same time.
Yeah, we like the follow up. I think our communication is spot on, at least the last couple games. So it is super effective once we're communicating on that same level.
Yeah, I think another big part of that is our flexibility on DPS. Like, yeah, we can run the Tracer, the Genji, or the Doom with it, but being able to have someone like Power come in, and while 5 of us are diving or helping with the dive, Power can just stay in the back on Widow or Ashe on Kree and just like decimate people is such a thing to have. I mean, I don't think it's biased to say that he's one of the best hit scan players in Tier 3.
I can totally agree. I've played against Power, and I've been on the receiving end of Power's decimation, so to speak. I just wanted to talk about the new pickups, Daykeeper and NYC Takeover. How have they integrated into the team since they've joined?
Oh man, so NYC is a buddy of some of our other teammates, so they've played with them before. Throughout, I don't even know, real life friends, other league game friends, and he's just so confident in his Junkrat that, like, I don't ever have to worry about where he is or what he's doing, because he's doing his job, you know?
Yeah.
He's great. The Kip brings a lot of energy, I think, and his callouts are great,
that's a good
and it's
word
like,
for it.
we're all meshing so well.
Yeah. And to back that up, it's Takeover can play a few things, but like, I mean, as you saw it tonight, he's a menace on Junk, and even if some tires don't go our way 100% of the time, he's able to build them so quickly, and being able to like rip another tire like right after a previous fight where he already ripped one is insane. And Kip, brand new, like literally this week, we picked him up. We like scrim and a half maybe. We had a little mini scrim last night, and one thing we noticed was especially the Zen callouts. His discords are always on point. And it's a huge asset to us to have this late in the season pick up people and them mesh so well with us so quickly.
Yeah. Tempo, have you got any questions for the lovely Valhalla?
Oh yeah, yes I do actually. First of all, I want to just praise you guys quickly. Your dive was fantastic when it came to your discords and your focus.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
Second of all, my question is, it's maybe a bit of a risky question, but so playoffs are coming up soon. Next month, if I'm correct, playoffs are. So we saw a lot of different comps coming out of you guys. We saw the dive, we saw the brawl, we saw the hog diva on Temple of Anubis. Do you guys have any more tricks up your sleeves that you may want to hint at for playoffs?
Hint at? No. It would be nice for the rest of the league to get into our heads, but honestly, the answer is that we try different stuff every week. Whether it's the double shield, whether it's double bubble, with stuff coming back into play with these buffs and experimental. Some heroes are going to be better than others, so we have to face some of our old comps out. But I think our willingness to try things out, whether it's in scrims or in games, because I'll give you a little nugget. Power and I have never done Hog Diva before, but we thought with what they were running, it was going to work a little bit better than the Ryan Hog or the Sigma Hog or even the Zarya Hog, which has been pretty solid for us in the past. But I think it's a testament to our flexibility and our ability to adapt mid game. Sometimes, like earlier in the season and definitely last season, we were not really able to switch things up mid game. If there was a problem, we wouldn't switch off fast enough, and I think that's been such a good thing for us coming into this season. So unconventional stuff, you can expect it. What exactly it is, not gonna tell you. Sorry, folks.
If I can extend on that little bit you just said there, bro, on Hollywood, I personally thought that you were switching too quick, and like you wasn't really building ults to try and counteract DP. Was that intentional, or was it?
Yeah, I Hunter will say the same thing. The same thing that maybe we should have stayed on a certain brawl or a certain dive before, but I don't know. I'll say it. I think I'm one of the best tanks in this league. I'm saying I'm sick of being humble and holding it back, but I think my ability to play any of the off tanks and some of the main tanks, Run particularly, makes me confident in any hero I'm playing. So whether I have charge or I'm 80% or I have it, you know, I can see if I can get value out of it. But if I know that this switch needs to be made, I'm not going to be afraid to switch.
That's a fair comment. That's a very fair comment.
I would rather risk losing an ult by switching than sticking with something that isn't working. I think that is part of like the last season, seeing that it's like I'm still gonna play this character because I have the ult, but they never pop the ult, or like it's just not as effective as you thought it would be, and it's like, hey man, we wasted a minute, that's some crucial time, we could have done something else different. And I think we are one of the more flexible teams. So it's, you know, we've got a couple people who only play 1 or 2 heroes, but then the rest of us play like 5 or 6, right? Depending on the role, of course. But
yeah,
I think that's something that we are. That's something to look out for. I think it's hard for other teams to see what we're going to do because, you know, if I'm in a game, what am I going to play? DPS? Maybe. Tank? Maybe. Ball? Obviously. But other heroes, you know, you just don't know.
You may continue, Tempo. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. I was gonna, it's what I do want to say that it's like that's something that I think I do find quite interesting about you watching you guys is you're one of the few teams I've noticed that can successfully put a DPS player on tank and get away with it. Like they're, and I'm not saying that it's a bad thing at all. I'm not saying.
I mean, we won. So
yeah, exactly.
It worked out.
We've done it before and won too.
Yeah, exactly. I immediately more of a praise thing. You guys know what your DPS can play tank-wise, and you know what you can play around them. For example, like you said, Ravioli has the good ball.
100% win rate.
Game vs. Blood can play the Hog, can play it also, not only can play the Hog, can play the Zarya, so you can play around that hero pool, and you play around effectively. That's something I just wanted to add. I find very, very good about, like, great about your team. I guess you call it another quick praise.
Thank you.
That flexibility.
Yeah,
Appreciate
getting
it.
noticed. Yeah, we do appreciate it.
Alright, I'm out of questions personally. Lee, do you have any questions?
I have no more, unfortunately.
Alright. Cool. Well, thank you for having us. Hope you enjoyed the game.
No worries.
And,
Thank you for casting. No, it's late for you, Lee. Tempo, can't wait to watch back and hear the. I love the energy always on play by play. Can't wait for that. So thank you again for hosting lobbies and casting the game and doing comms. I really appreciate it every time.
No problem. And
No problem.
good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you around.
See ya.
Bye, everyone.
Peace. Alright.
So did you hear off Chuck?
No, I am not. Let me check again.
I'm just going to invite him to the group and see what he does.
I've not got anything back from Chuck. Alright. Well, let's give him like 2 minutes, or a minute. Does it seem like Chuck is joined?
We'll give him like another minute, and then if not, we can just continue on.
All right. because see, if I had my my phone, I could play the waiting music. Actually, that's DMCAable. Never mind. Yep, can't do that anymore.
No.
Gotta love Twitch. Gotta love Twitch.
So we don't think Mr. Chuck is going to join us for an interview tonight. So
Does not seem so. I think that'll be it.
yeah, well, he's just messaged actually saying sure, a quick one.
Oh, okay. Well, that just happened.
We'll give him another invite.
Right, here he is.
Here's
Hello,
the man.
Chuck.
Here's the man, the myth, the legend, Holy Chuckster.
What's up, guys?
How you doing, Chuck?
Doing alright.
So, commiserations on the loss tonight, Chuck. I thought you played really well as a team.
Yeah, I mean, I would say overall that I felt that, especially coming out tonight with Valhalla's tank line, they were playing really well together. You saw the synergy is really good to see. Like especially, you saw Valhalla coming out earlier. I'm actually interviewing you guys, but anyways, you saw them coming out earlier. And I know that they're one of the top teams right now, but in terms of I know that they spent some time last season trying to put themselves together again. So it's especially Brown stuff tonight too. I can almost saw him get a nomination as well. But
Yeah. So first map went absolutely great for you. 2-0 on Li Zhong. I know previously from being on DP that we used to have quite a bit of trouble on that map. Is there anything you've worked on that maybe helped you on that map?
So overall, for that map especially, control points has been something that we've been working on as a team, in general, only because of they can be kind of a free for all if the coordination, if you're not looping your team, it's kind of it's not your best friend. So that's something that we've been trying to work on against scrims. So it's definitely an improvement, and I am very happy with our team that we took that map tonight, because it does show progress in terms of understanding those map types and being able to kind of control that. And so I was trying to we did do some switches up when we went to the second map, of course, as well. But I felt like that after that first map, we had that forward momentum.
I know you want to make it quick, Chuck, so I'll hand over to Tempo.
Oh yeah, okay. So, oh man, and so there's a lot to talk about, and it's such a short time. That's why I'm thinking about it right now. But so one thing I noticed is that you guys have been swapping around a lot of your tank line and your DPS line, your support line, and I brought this up to you in Cass actually. It's kind of it's something that DP was last season didn't do a lot. DP really had last season had a traditional formula, while this season DP has been trying to experiment more. We're very late this season now. Well, week 15 if I'm correct. And it seems like you're still trying different tank lines, different maps and stuff like that. My question is, are you guys is DP right now? Are you in a comfortable position right now when it comes to your what you want to run each map, or right now do you feel like you're still on the experimenting block that you're trying for playoffs potentially?
Well, we knew going into this season that we wouldn't have the easiest lineup towards the back half. So, and as you might have been aware of looking at trades, we've had quite a few changes in people throughout the season, as other teams as well. But DP especially has always been about flux in terms of what a typical comp may look like. So I understand that late in the season it might be kind of taboo to keep experimenting or like kind of keep messing with your comps a little bit. But however, like especially with the degree of competition in Tier 3 this season, and our history of, kind of making it into playoffs, if we're able to do that this season, but like that kind of our history of us kind of making it and not, going further than that, while we know even if we do make it, we would still be like facing the top teams going into it. So we want to like, the reason why we're trying that we may like have like different comps here and there is that we want to be like as flexible as we can, because you don't know people's availability, you don't know when things are going to happen, and you never know when real life comes first. So it's like you just want to be ready, and so that's, I am blessed though at the moment of having like a very diverse group of like tanks to work with, very diverse group of like DPS to work with, as well as supports as at the moment. So you might as well take the opportunity and see what works, and if it does work, you keep going with it, and if not, you might do some changes here and there just for people's benefit and their map types.
Yeah.
All right, right on.
Okay. I have nothing more, Tempo. I don't know about you.
I do, but I'm gonna book it because I want to keep the short, Chuck. I respect that wish. So I'm done with questions.
Okay, so Chuck, I'll just want to wish you all the best in getting into the playoffs.
Yeah, thank you. We're gonna try.
I believe in you, Chuck. I believe in DP that they will make it. And good luck for the rest of the season, Chuck.
Right, thank you guys.
Okay, see you later, buddy.
See ya.
That was the legendary boomer talk between Lee and Chuck.
It's like going into a retirement home.
Well, with that done, I think that's gonna be it here tonight for W15 versus Valhalla. Thanks for everybody that came, watched our wonderful game here in Oasis. I was your play-by-play commentator, Tempo.
And I was your cameraman and caster, Lee.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow, if I'm correct.
Tomorrow, yes, I think it is.
Quick check, so I don't say the wrong teams, because I'm pretty sure.
Already on it.
Let me check quickly. Oh, it does not look like it, actually.
No, there's nothing tomorrow.
That'll be tomorrow. Well, I believe that's why you check, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, we'll see you guys next week then for Tier 2. You better be there.
Next week, Tier 2 is a big game. Iconic Noobs versus TFC, both undefeated.
Some of the nastiest teams in Tier 2, those two are. They are crazy.
You can come by, check me out.
Oh yeah, sponsoring himself or putting himself up there. TFC main support. I mean, my bad, not TFC anymore. Iconic Noobs.
Yeah.
Main support. Got almost screwed the pooch in that one there.
Okay, and we'll have a good night from there.